So how y'all doing? So you have the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Hanged Man, which is Pisces, your opposite zodiac sign. So for you Virgos, interesting. Okay, wow. Okay. Okay, so you Virgos actually giving your time and your attention to a person. Not too much. You're just presenting yourself to another person, and you're going to see if they actually have common sense or pretty much if they are a waste of your time, right? To continue to try to see what's going on with them. They're a waste of time, pretty much. Watch the whole video to the end, please. It'll really help the channel out. And make sure to leave a like in the as well, right? Smash that thumbs up button. But yeah, this is a situation where, you know, the relationship is really being stagnant or held up because you Virgos could legitimately be either talking to somebody else or would be getting a lot further if this person wasn't really giving you a difficult time. You know, you have an opportunity, you have an opportunity, they're wasting your time, all that good stuff, you know. Page of Cups and the Nine of Wands speaks to how you Virgos, and they're delusional, you know, they're waiting for something, right? They're waiting for the perfect opportunity to get to a perfect person. And that's a delusion that they're telling themselves, right? They're basically going for, it's not even for broke. They're basically going for delusional because they know deep down inside that you Virgos are better than them. They're not built for you. They're not built for anyone. They're not built for anyone decent. If they would get themselves into a relationship with you, all it is that they essentially, would end up doing is wasting your time, really, because they would be dysfunctional. And you Virgos would see how dysfunctional they are, and you would basically reject them. You would dub them. You would tell them, nah, it's a dub for me, no thank you. And they would have a problem with that because that would hit home for them. That would really mess them up because they know for a fact that you Virgos, you mean it. You know, you mean it. You hung out with them for a little while. You know, you're decent people. So if you say that someone is messed up, you know, and Virgo is one of those zodiac signs where y'all could understand different people from different walks of life, you know what I'm saying, and understand different perspectives and accept people for who they are and the trouble that they have. And yeah, you know, so if you Virgos say that someone is dysfunctional and messed up, 9 times out of 10 chances, it's true, right? It's severely true because, you know, a person is messed up beyond all recognition, right? You Virgos decided that y'all ain't even rocking with it. I see the Star card, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles speaks to how it is that, like, and so it's this catch-22 of, you know, you Virgos just see that this is a waste of your time because if you spend way more time trying to get to know them, all that's really going to happen is they're going to waste your time. But at the same time, these people, right, generally speaking, whoever they are, they do want you to still kind of be around them and, you know, still be cool with them. But, you know, the thing is that the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups speaks to how you Virgos just you're not rocking with it. You know, you really not rocking with it. Like if a person is ultimately gonna handle your business and, you know, waste their time and all this stuff, like, you know, again, why would you Virgos really decide to take these people seriously in the first place? Why would you decide to take them seriously? Because it's that catch-22 that it is that I was talking about to you Virgos, where on the one hand, you know, they want to be real cool with you, right? And at the same time, they're waiting for the perfect opportunity, right? Like here you Virgos are, especially since we're talking about perfection, ironically, and you Virgos aren't perfect enough for them. You know what I mean? Ironically. And here you Virgos are actually like trying to get to know them and find out a little bit more about them. And here they are just really wasting your time trying to make it so that they end up just being like time wasters, because the Star card and the Seven of Cups, right? Like it's for them, it's a real catch-22. It's a no-win situation for them, the way that they looking at it, because they're so deep in their delusion. It's like they have to just keep doubling down, keep doubling down, keep doubling down, keep doubling down. And the reason why I'm saying that they keep doubling down is because they see you Virgos trying to actually make attempts to get at them, but at the same time, it's they're deep in their delusion, by the way of like they want you to be around because they do see you, they do like you, but then at the same time, it's well, I'm looking for the perfect individual, and this, that, and the third, and it's like what they're talking about is getting to a point where they can't really be taken seriously because the way that they talking doesn't make any sense. So let's clarify the King of Swords. Right? So again, the King of Swords and the King of Cups, you got out of that. You Virgos got out of that before things got worse. And rightfully so, because you Virgos know what's coming next is going to be a waste of your time, right? Why continue to get to know this person more when this person is only going to show you their dysfunction more? So to clarify the King of Swords, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, Two of Pentacles, and then you have the Knight of Wands, which is all about how you Virgos, very much so, you Virgos very much so are doing your thing in a sense that, you Virgos literally have more opportunities for love, and, you can actually get to know other people. Seven of Pentacles, growth financially, health-wise, your mind state, right? Page of Pentacles and the Chariot is about how, and since that's the case, Page of Pentacles speaks to how, like, again, you have so much opportunity if you just thought outside the box, maybe travel, there was a great question that I listened to today or whatnot from TikTok, every now and again, talking about, the question was, what did you do to hurt someone? And then what did you do to make up for it, basically? So what happened when you hurt someone, and what did you do to atone for it? How did you make up for it? And like, that will really help. That's supposed to really be able to help you out, because people who are egomaniacs, they're not going to be able to admit that they actually did something wrong ever. Like, they're going to make it seem like every single person whom they interacted with, they can't take accountability for, and they can't say, yeah, I actually did this, and I shouldn't have did that. And, you know what I'm saying? So the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, right? Like, how many times I come up here and I say, yeah, like I used to argue, I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting, I'm knocking off the name calling because I'm quick-witted with it. So I'm learning to knock that off. And, you know what I mean? Only when a person is really doing too much and really going to the extreme is when I'll like kind of start kind of joking at them and stuff like this or whatnot. And, for the most part, I'm learning how to really just walk away when people start getting real like goofy, because, it's not even comical anymore to a certain extent. It's just kind of like sad, okay, you got money, you don't got money. Everything is coming down anyway, You got money, you don't have money. Okay, cool. You may, okay, even if you have money, you know, what is this in this society so much, right? Like clubs. Like this is why, like I said before, like this is why things seem to be so different now after 2020. It's like, you know, like the hot spot now is your home, it's your crib, it's your residence, right? And see, the thing is that the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, you know, this is what happens. Uh, they don't want to spend their time hanging out with you, right? Even though wherever it is that you are may feel like home, and other people know that, right? Like how many times you Virgos actually did make other people feel at home, and you know they had a problem with you. And so again, this just proves why it is that you Virgos are becoming more secure with yourselves. You know that you have value, right? We've proven it time and time and time again. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and kind of post up a picture about a Moorish, a European Moorish king, maybe even like an American king, maybe, but a Moorish king or whatever, or maybe a sultan, one of those. But up underneath it, it says, I serve. And that's what it is that I was talking about, right? Like Virgos, like you got to understand, like Virgos are right next to Leos, right? Leos represent the kings and queens of the zodiac, right? Okay. Now, Virgo is to serve, right? But like I said before, like kings and queens serve their constituents, right? Good kings and queens, wise, useful kings and queens serve their constituents. So it really comes down to what kind of servitude we talking about. Are we talking about like serfdom, servitude, where it's like you are perpetually supposed to be a serf, right? Just a servant. Or are we talking about a king that is, or a queen, royalty, that is essentially serving his or her people to make sure that people are generally content? You know, it's not perfect, but generally content. And so, you know, a lot of you Virgos are caught thinking about things like that, you know. Let's clarify the King of Cups. Scorpio energy, Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Seven Wands, and then the Moon card to clarify the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is the inevitable moving away emotionally, and the King of Swords is the mental and the physical moving away, right? So this person is not anymore in your crosshairs where you will pay them attention, but it overall speaks to the level of value that you Virgos now have internally, because it's easier for you Virgos now to walk away, right? Not because you necessarily want to, but because you really understand the bigger picture, right? So the Scorpio energy and the Queen of Cups, it's whom you're becoming. You know, you're becoming a person who is aware of what you want and aware of your own emotions. You know that you Virgos be in love with people, or you like people, or you want to get to know certain people. But pulling from the opposite polarity of Pisces, you know, you end up getting disappointed because people don't want to be about anything, fam. They are broken, you know. Somebody in the Aquarius video was talking about how you shouldn't say that these people are broken. No, they're broken because what kind of a society is this where broken people just get together with broken people? You know, I'm speaking as a Virgo myself, where you're trying to get to know people, and the individuals are hot and cold, and it's like, I'm good off of the hot and cold. You know what I mean? I don't need that in my life. And see, the thing is that the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Moon card is about how, you know, you're not going to waste your time on individuals that give you the hot and cold treatment. You know, one minute they want you, the next minute they don't. Because you Virgos probably don't deserve that, you know. probably experienced way more, people throwing a baggage onto you for no reason and trying to act like what your baggage claim, you know, or some sort of like hotel where it's like, you or airport or whatever where it's like you picking up the bags of other people, like baggage claim to like a fancy 5-star hotel or something like that, where it's like, you picking up the bags and you doing this for other people and stuff like this, but they treating you like that, right? But they don't really seem to understand that you own the hotel though. You just kind of like dressing up like the like the door person for the day. So so it's like, you Virgos understand that if a person is not on the same page with you, hey, thank you, at least they told you it's time to get out of Dodge. So overall, you Virgos are just maintaining your principles, not allowing your principles to get like crossed, because that's one of the things that us as Virgos, we had a problem with, is knowing what our boundaries are and then actually enforcing those boundaries, right? Like when they get crossed, you give a person a warning, but if they keep crossing that, it's like, okay, then you leave them alone, and just based upon principle, how they moving with you, you can't hang out with that. So it's good on you, Virgos, because it's keeping you away from the nonsense anyway. Rejection is protection. So that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Thank you to you, Virgos. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. For some reason, again, the algorithm doesn't think that, I'm producing enough videos. Let me tell you something about YouTube, yo. It's so wild. Like, it's so wild. Yeah, I put ads in the middle. It stunts the CTR or the click-through rate, right? Then now I don't have ads in the middle and stuff like this. I'm getting more views, but then at the same time too, right? But at the same time too, or whatever the case may be, I still have to make the same amount of YouTube videos and stuff like this. So again, like, I'm not saying now, but there will come a time, hopefully, where I've built myself up enough on the financial end to where, I can't, if I don't want to come on to YouTube, I won't. You understand what I'm saying? So for right now, just watch the video all the way through.